Episode of Road to the World Series. Today we play the second game of this San Francisco series. We dropped the first one, losing 3-1. Matt Cain just out pitching John Lester in that one, and it got the Giants back to 500 and dropped us to just 4 over the 500 mark. Looking to rebound in this one here, we have John Lackey, or as I like to call him, Jaw Lackey, going for us. He's 3-4 this season with a 2.53 ERA, squaring off against Madison Bumgarner, whose record would suggest that he's having a rough season, but his ERA suggesting that he may be having an okay season. So hopefully we can get to him, although we don't typically hit lefties very well. But let's go ahead and jump into this ball game and see if we can get a rebound effort here against the Giants. And without further ado, I'm going to go ahead and kick it out to Matt, Eric, and Steven. I'll be back after this one, guys. Enjoy.
A truly gorgeous afternoon for baseball now from sunny AT&T Park in San Francisco. Today, it's Game 2 of a 3-game weekend set between the Chicago Cubs and the San Francisco Giants. Posey and Rizzo lead their clubs next on the show. Madison Bumgarner is on the mound for Game 2. What's your take on him, EK?
Well, Matty, he's having a very nice season so far. He got an ERA in the low 3s. So hopefully he can continue that here in this one. Give his ball club a chance to win.
Dexter Fowler makes his way to the plate, and we are ready for some daytime baseball.
Center fielder, Dexter Fowler.
First pitch of the ball game is swung on and missed, and that's how we'll get things started this afternoon. Eric Karros, this Giant ball club, as they begin play here this afternoon, they've been playing better than 500 baseball of late, 5-3 in their last 8 games.
But always important to play good baseball in front of the home crowd, and they were fortunate to get this series off on the right foot in Game 1. They'll hope to continue their winning ways here in Game number 2.
With that, a look at the Cubbies' starting lineup. Steve, what's the key for him against one of the best starters in the game?
Well, you know, they rely so heavily on stringing hits together. They haven't had a lot of extra base hit power. They need more of that if they're going to be successful on a daily basis.
Jason Hayward steps in, hoping to get things going at the plate. You can see it's been a bit of a struggle for him in recent games. Bumgarner has his sign. First pitch on the way. That's yanked into the stands. Strike one. He's ready. Here's the 0-1. Good hard slider there, but it runs away. It's a ball and a strike. Our temperature should get us up into the 70s as we move along. 68 at first pitch. Bases are empty. One man out. Maybe too much break on the slider. 2-1. And there is our officiating crew in this one, calling balls and strikes, Mr. Freddie Ferguson.
Well, Ferg, as he's known amongst baseball people, really does call a good game back there. He might reward a pitcher for a good location every once in a while, but most of his calls, they seem to be spot on.
And he comes back with a gorgeous slider there for strike 2.
Maybe you worry about this guy getting a little too slider happy. That's 3 in a row now, so you're giving that guy at the plate a pretty good look at him.
Pulled high in the air out to right field. Over now is Pence to make the grab. 2 away now. And with a quick breather here, let's take a look at the Giants lineup defensively. It's brought to us by Majestic. Eric, what do we need to know?
Well, guys, one of the most entertaining players to watch in the outfield we'll have an opportunity to see in this one. Hunter Pence. He doesn't always look smooth, kind of gangly, sometimes even awkward, but he gets the job done and comes up with some fantastic plays.
Ben Zobrist will stand in now, and you can see the splits on your screen. He's been exceptionally good against left-handed pitching to this point. Out in front of it, strike 1. Two out, nobody on. And he'll try to hold back the swing, but he'll do so unsuccessfully as that's ruled a strike. Protecting on 0-2, so we'll do it again. The windup and the 0-2 pitch. Checked his swing there. Did he go around? No, says the first base umpire. Ball 1. Just underway here in San Francisco. Good job to spoil that one away, and he stays alive. Here he comes on a ball and 2 strikes. And he'll lay off the curveball that's in the dirt that time, and it's back to even now at 2-2.
And this is where he gets so tough. He's seen everything you've got, but you still got to make one more good pitch to get him out.
Fastball. Whoa, look out. That just about got him in the coconut.
And we're going to see a lot more of this because this is a guy who's let it be known that he will work inside. He'll even back you off the plate if he has to.
Swing and a shot to third. Oh, and he can't reel it in out there. And a good effort as he's able to stick with it and get the third out of the inning. 3 up, 3 down for the Cubs. And now we'll see what the Giants can do. No score. John Lackey will be on the bump for Game 2 of the series. What do you have for us on him, EK?
Well, guys, he's having a real consistent year. He's got an ERA under 3. Anytime you're doing something like that, you're doing just fine.
Joe Panik comes to the plate to lead things off here in the bottom half of the first.
Giants. Second baseman, Joe Panik.
Breaking ball for a strike. 0-1. EK, one-year-old ball clubs. The Cubs, as they take the field here this afternoon. Despite that loss last time out, they're still on a pretty nice run as they'd won 6 in a row prior to that.
They've been good away from home here, too. They've won 3 of their first 4 on this road trip, and that's a sign that these guys are really coming together as a ball club.
Boy, good cutting action to that pitch as that's the first out of the inning. And with that, a look at Bruce Bochy's lineup card for the Giants. Steve, how do they send these fans home happy here today?
Well, they know they're playing on a team that has a great team ERA, so just a couple of runs can be enough for them to get victories.
Hunter Pence will stand in now. He homered in the ballgame last night.
Yeah, that was a good one for him, and he needed it because, as you can see, his batting average on the year ain't pretty.
And a high strike there, 0-1.
And that's about where he'll sit with that fastball, 93, 94. And that's plenty hard enough to blow it by guys when you need to.
Bounced softly in front of the plate. Ross gonna have to hurry. Throw to first gets him, and Lackey looks to be in control here. There are 2 away. And with that, let's take a look at the Cubs alignment on defense. It's brought to us by Majestic. EK, what do you got?
Well, guys, the last place you want to hit the ball against this team, right field. He won the Gold Glove Award last year. He can go get him with the best of anyone.
Buster Posey gets his first cuts now. The bases are empty, and there are 2 away here in the opening frame.
Yeah, nothing doing so far here. He kind of needs to put up a tough at-bat right here just to make this guy work a little bit.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. The fastball here as he'll take a look at ball 1. 1-0.
I think that's consistent with how the strike zone gets called nowadays. That's a strike in the rule book, but most umpires won't give you that pitch anymore.
Hit sharply toward the right side. And that's in there, so perhaps some life here with 2 men out.
First base runner of the ball game now for either team comes with 2 outs here in the home first. Now, with the cleanup guy due next, things all of a sudden could get a bit interesting.
Brandon Belt will stand in, and as you can see, he's had troubles here in his own ballpark. He's much better away from home. Watches a fastball right there for strike 1.
Well, you saw it right there. He's got a good fastball, and he's going to use it. When you throw in the mid-90s consistently, you have to use that weapon.
A little bouncer. That winds up foul for the second strike. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Swing and a line drive, but foul. Got him swinging, and that will end the inning. 1 left for San Francisco. After 1, no score. Anthony Rizzo will step in now. He drove in his club's only run a night ago.
Well, Matt, he just continues this string of his last 10 games where he's hitting over 300. He has those really, really nice games mixed in there.
That tails back over strike 1. That misses wide. 1 ball and 1 strike. Bumgarner's ready. Ready with the 1-1 pitch. And this is taken for a called strike. Oh, that's a tough call. Now 1-2.
And after that call, you know he's got to be turning around to say something like, hey, you know what? This guy doesn't need any help.
Set to deal on a ball and 2 strikes. Still 1-2 as he fouls it away. And a half swing that time, but it's a full swing in the eyes of the umpire, and that'll be the first out of the inning.
You know, and this is one of the few downsides to being a guy with tremendous strength at the plate. Once you get that thing started, it's really hard to put on the brakes, and he winds up breaking the plane right here, and that's strike 3.
Chris Bryant will stand in. He comes off an 0 for 4 in last night's ball game.
Well, guys, he's really been scuffling lately, hitting under 250 over his last 10 games. So he's going to be looking to turn this thing around sometime soon.
Chop fouled over towards the coaching box. Now a fastball here, not close, and it's 1-1 now. That's in there on the outer half. 1-2 now. No score here as we play inning number 2. Inside and a hair low. It's 2 balls and 2 strikes.
Oh, that's not a bad idea right there. Go ahead and try that back foot slider on a 1-2. Hope you can get him to commit. That's a good job of laying off of that pitch.
Started to go. Did he hold up in time? Yes, says the first base umpire. It's ball 3 now. Into the windup, ready with the payoff pitch. Now a half swing, but it's strike 3 anyway, says the home plate umpire, and that's out number 2.
And here this is one more time on show track. You can see it. He checked his swing there, and I think he did so in time, but you can clearly see that that pitch is in the strike zone, and I think ultimately that was a called third strike.
Jorge Soler will make his way in now as you get a look at his splits there on your screen. First delivery to him on the way. Trying to work that slider to the outer half, but it misses 1-0.
Yeah, and when that pitch starts off outside, it's much easier to get a better view of it and then just lay off.
Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Now a check swing here, but the home plate umpire says he went around and no argument, and it's 1-1.
Nope,
fastball close, but he didn't get it. 2-1.
Count is 2-1.
To 2-2 now.
Well, if he's going to overcommit to pitches like that down in the zone, I'd keep throwing him until he proves he can lay off.
Swung on and missed, and that's the final out of the inning. 3 up, 3 down, 3 strikeouts. Not too shabby. More of the show. Saturday baseball after this. Brandon Crawford will get his first opportunity here, and that average is certainly not where he wants it, down in the 220s to begin the ball game.
Hey, you never know. Things might be looking up for this guy. He's hitting over 300 in his last 10 games, even though his season average doesn't look that good.
Chopped to first. Rizzo is there, and he'll take this to the bag. 3 unassisted for the first out.
Batting 6th, left fielder, Jarrett Parker.
Set to get his day started, Jarrett Parker, batting just a notch below 300 so far on the season. High and away on the first pitch fastball there. It's ball 1. Bottom of the second here with no score. Cut fastball, and it's by him 1-1. In for a strike, and he jumps ahead 1-2 now.
Yeah, and this really is his 1-2 punch. He's got both the two-seamer and the cutter in his arsenal, so they're fairly similar pitches, except for the fact that one works its way in, the other one works its way out. Very effective, especially when you double up and throw one off the other.
Swing and a miss on the fastball that time, out number 2.
He's really off to a tough start in this series. Remember, he had the hat trick in Game 1 yesterday, and now he's got another strikeout here. Sometimes when you get in a rut like this, they're not always easy to climb out of.
Here's the center fielder, Denard Span. As he will take strike one on the fastball here, no balls and a strike. He'll start play with that average down in the low 230s. 2 home runs and a dozen RBIs. 2 out, nobody on. Scorched to third. Throw in time, and the side is retired. Giants are down 1-2-3. We'll move to the third with no score. Back now in San Francisco with our presentation of Major League Baseball on the show. Thanks for joining us. Tommy La Stella will stand in now to lead things off, and he'll do so against a guy who's definitely in a groove out there.
Yeah, he struck out the side his last time through, and they've got to do something to get this guy out of the role that he's been on.
And the first pitch of the inning here misses down and in for a ball. It's 1-0. You like what you've seen from this guy so far?
I do. I like where he's putting the fastball, and I like the movement he's been getting on both his curveball and changeup. I think he'll do well.
Swing, and he pops him up over toward foul territory. And this is going to wind up a foul ball. And a half swing here, but he pretty clearly went around, and it's 1-2 now. Tries to get him to chase the curveball away, but it breaks outside. 2-2 now.
All right, now you've just seen 2 straight breaking pitches miss away. So as a hitter, you're going to eliminate that pitch. No way does he throw it a third time.
Just out in front of that one, still 2-2. Breaking ball, and he gets him to chase it in the dirt. And the throw is there to record the first out.
Batting 8, the catcher, number 3, David Ross.
Striding into the box, David Ross. He'll get to take his first cuts here. Bumgarner has his target. Here comes the first pitch. Into the seats, 0-1.
Well, pitching like this deserves another look through as we check out the last 4 batters on show track. Here he was striking out the side the previous inning, and he starts things off here with another one. That's 4 in a row now.
Third inning, no score to this point. On, could we see another strikeout here? It's 0-2 now. Inside, as that perhaps will back him off a bit. 1-2.
Well, you know, when you're behind an account like this, it's all about changing your approach at the plate. You got to shorten up a little bit and just look to put the ball in play.
And that misses 2-2.
I think you have to ask yourself, was he trying to throw a fastball for a strike right there? Or was he just trying to set me up for that changeup away?
Down the third baseline. But this is going to be a foul ball as that keeps things at 2-2. Cubs to this point have yet to break into the hit column. And he's getting his money's worth up there now. It's full 3-2. Boy, and they cannot touch him right now. 5 straight strikeouts on the ledger, and there are 2 away.
Yeah, he's feeling it out there now. I mean, that is 5 straight guys that he struck out now. His defenders may as well come on into the dugout and take a break because they're not even needed out there now.
John Lackey will stand in now with 2 away, trying to avoid another 1-2-3 inning.
Now, this has been total domination these past few innings. They haven't been able to mount any kind of threat whatsoever.
Here's the first pitch to him. This one's blooped out toward right center field. Pence is calling for it. No trouble with this one, and the inning is over. Cubs are down in order. Home half of the third coming up. No score. Connor Gillespie will stand in, back in the lineup after getting the night off yesterday.
Third baseman, Connor Gillespie.
8, 9, and 1 to start the inning as the first pitch misses for ball 1. That evens it up 1-1. Squared that one up just a little late. To 2 balls and 2 strikes now. Hit sharply on the ground to the left. Bryant is up with it. Throw on to first, and one third baseman grounds out to the other. 1 away.
Batting ninth, pitcher, Madison Bumgarner.
Digging in, Madison Bumgarner, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one. Into the windup and the pitch. And there's the fastball from Lackey, 0-1.
Well, that one's at 94, so the velocity's good right now.
Here's a swing and a high pop-up. Drifting toward the third base dugout, and he'll squeeze this one for the second out.
Yeah, both these 2 starters are matching each other in the early innings, stride for stride. He's an out away now from a 1-2-3 bottom of the third.
Joe Panik will stand in here. He was set down on strikes to start the home first.
Yeah, and he went down on 3 straight pitches, so he didn't put up much of a fight in that at-bat. Looking for a better one right here.
And a high strike to begin the at-bat. It's 0-1.
Real good lateral movement on that 2-seam fastball like that. So just keep on throwing it.
And he falls behind 0-2. Trying to strike him out for the second time. And another foul ball. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Froze him for strike 3, and that retires the side. A strong inning that time out of John Lackey. Still 0-0. Dexter Fowler will stand in to begin their half of the fourth, with his guys still looking for their first hit of the ball game.
And still looking for their first base runner, too. 9 up, 9 down.
Bumgarner into his motion. Here's his offering. First pitch of the inning is taken low and away for a ball. It's 1-0. Not much to shout about for either team here as we start the fourth inning. 0-0.
Yeah, I think we kind of knew that pitching might take the upper hand here. Maybe not to this extent, but both guys have really thrown the ball well.
Not close. It's 2-0.
Well, it's looking like this might be their best chance to get that first base runner out there. And really, this has been one of the few guys that's even been ahead in the count.
And here's a ball hit in the air. One away.
Now batting.
So with that, let's call on the guys in the graphics department to put up the pitch speed comparison for the two starters. And both guys bringing it pretty good. A couple of matching 94s as the two top speeds thus far. Into the box now, Jason Hayward. He flew out in his last at-bat.
Well, at least he was able to get it into the outfield, and that's more than most of his teammates can say so far.
Lays off 1-0.
Yeah, and when your team still doesn't have a hit, you appreciate a call like that once in a while.
Cubs to this point have yet to break into the hit column. There's that slider, truly in an unhittable spot. It's 1-1.
And we've seen a lot of that pitch here in the first 4 innings, and it's been real effective for him, and that's another example right there.
One pitch is a slider that's cut on and missed for strike 2. That one misses, and I think a ballpark full of umpires disagrees. It's 2-2.
A few groans from the faithful here. They wanted strike 3.
Pitching has the upper hand early as we're scoreless in inning number 4. In the dirt, but swung on and missed. And he throws it away.
What is going on?
Trying to do a little too much out there, so that'll go into the books as an E2.
Ben Zobrist.
So a runner at first with 1 out now, and set to go now is the shortstop Ben Zobrist. And he gets ahead here with the fastball, strike 1.
And against a guy like this, you're usually only going to get 1 pitch to hit in that bat. Sometimes you might not even get that, so that's one he may want back.
Awfully close with the slider there, but it's 1-1. Runner at first here, 1 man out. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike. He's fallen behind now, 3-1.
Well, I think it's time to attack now because these guys haven't been in too many good hitters' counts. This is where you need to pounce.
Three balls and a strike. Here's the pitch. He likely had ball 4 that time, but couldn't hold back on the swing, so that moves the count to 3-2 now. Fastball at the knees, maybe even below the knees, but it's strike 3 called, and there are 2 away.
Well, right now he is just carving them up, dare I say, like a Thanksgiving turkey. That's 7 strikeouts already, and he's made it look easy so far.
Anthony Rizzo in now. He went down looking at his first trip to the plate.
Well, you know, it never feels good to go down on strikes, especially looking. You wouldn't be surprised to see him be a little more aggressive in this at-bat.
Here comes the first pitch. Sends that one out of play for strike 1. He's set. Here's the 0-1. Pitch swung on and hit in the air. And Pence will move over to make the play to end the inning. 1 left for the Cubs. On to the bottom of the 4th now, still with no score. Hunter Pence is set to lead us off in the home half of the 4th inning.
Well, they still don't have any runs on the board yet, so getting this leadoff man on base would be huge.
Check swing, but he held up in time. Ball 1.
It looked like he was going to try to go the other way with that thing, but a wise idea there to try to hold up.
And a breaking ball falls in there for a strike. It's 1-1. Can't keep the weight back, and he falls behind 1-2. Ready on 1-2. And this is swung on and missed, and this 4th inning will start the same way he ended the 3rd, with a strikeout, and there's 1 away. 3rd and final game of this 3-game set comes your way Sunday afternoon. That's tomorrow, as you see the pitchers scheduled to take the mound in the series finale. Buster Posey is the batter. Got a base hit in his first trip.
And fellas, that's still their only hit in the game so far. They've been pretty well shut down.
Now a swing and a ball popped high in the air over toward foul ground. And he'll stay with it to put it away as they get their man here for the 2nd out.
Very quickly, 5 pitches and 2 outs here in the 4th. Well, those are the kind of innings you love to have if you plan on working deep into a ball game.
So 2 away for the Giants here in the 4th. And standing in now, the left-handed hitting first baseman, Brandon Belt. And he takes a cold strike. 0-1. And he powers a cut fastball by him that time, and he's in charge now, 0-2.
And you kind of get the sense that he's not really messing around out there too much. There hasn't been a whole lot of setting guys up here in this inning. He's just trying to get himself back into that dugout as fast as he can.
1-2.
Too high. 1-2.
And I think that might have been a little bit of a purpose pitch right there up in the zone. Now I think he's going to come back down with something to try to get that strikeout.
Swing and a miss. Blew the fastball right by him, and the inning is over. Giants down in order. Through 4. Still tied. 0-0. Chris Bryant heads for the box to start off the 5th in this one.
Still pretty early, but they don't have any hits yet, so you need to get it going offensively.
And a fastball in the dirt that's taken for a ball. All right, 4 scoreless innings in the books. What's it going to take to push across our first run?
Well, I think both pitchers have really dominated so far. This is where getting the leadoff guy on is so key. You know, get the pitcher into the stretch, get him out of his comfort zone, then maybe your offense can go from there.
One ball, one
Fastball got him to swing through it. It's 1-1. Slider is in there, and now it's 1-2. Out in front of that one, may have been looking fastball. Good job just to make contact. 1-2, here it comes. And they'll try to get him fishing there, but he won't offer in the dirt, and it's back to even at 2-2. And the slider's in the dirt as he lays off it for a ball.
Oh, I think he'd be real happy with a leadoff walk. Something just to get things started against this guy.
And a good eye here as he takes ball 4, and it's a base on balls to lead off the 5th inning.
Still no hits on the ledger, but at least they get themselves a base runner here. And that's a step in the right direction.
Soler.
Settling in now, Jorge Soler. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up.
Yep, they sent him packing last time, so maybe they have a pretty good idea of how to attack him again right here.
Bumgarner sets. Here's the first pitch.
Ball that's outside.
First pitch here misses wide, 1-0. And he won't bite at that one either. It's 2-0.
Yeah, and he didn't even have to think twice about that one. And now he's got a good hitters count here, 2-0.
Swing and a miss on the heater, and it's 2-1. No runs, no hits, no errors so far for the Cubbies. Fastball misses in the dirt as he tried to get him to chase the low one. That's in there, and it'll run the count to full, 3-2.
It might not be a bad time to have a look over to first. Make sure they don't have any ideas of trying to send him to keep out of the double play.
He's set. Here's the 3-2. Hot shot on the ground is short. Crawford dives. What a stop. On to first, and they turn the double play.
You know, still a lot of baseball left to be played, but it always seems like in every no-hitter, you're going to wind up seeing one, maybe two plays like that keep the no-hitter alive.
Here's Tommy La Stella now. Started to go down after it, and he couldn't hold back. It's strike one. Now a check swing, but he holds up in time. Ball one.
That's the pitch that's so hard to lay off. It looks pretty good coming in, but he breaks off his swing just in time.
Sent toward first. And he will make it to the bag, a step ahead of the runner, and that ends the inning. Nothing happening there for the Cubbies. Halfway home, still no score. Brandon Crawford comes to the plate as we get started here in the bottom of the fifth.
Well, they still aren't even on the board yet, so this leadoff guy needs to get on so they can manufacture a run.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Right back at it now is Lackey as he gets ahead to start the frame. It's strike one. Hit hard to short. Zobrist is there. Throw on to first, and one shortstop grounds out to the other, one away.
I think we expected to see a well-pitched game coming in, and we got one. Starting to look like the team who scores first might be the one who wins.
Jarrett Parker is into the box. He was a strikeout victim in his first try.
Well, at the very least, he went down hacking. Striking out is one of the many frustrations that go along with hitting, and you have to accept that it's going to happen sometimes.
A little tardy there. No balls and a strike.
A lot of these guys have come into these at-bats trying to be the aggressor, trying to make something happen. But what has happened is that they've swung and missed themselves into some early holes.
And he misses with it, 1-1.
Well, you know, things have gone his way more often than not so far this afternoon, but he certainly didn't get any help on that one.
And he'll fall behind now to 1-2. A ball and two strikes. Here's the pitch. To 2 balls and 2 strikes now. And a swing and a miss as they caught him reaching that time, and there are 2 away. So still nothing against him on the scoreboard here in the fifth as we check out the league leaderboard for team ERA.
Yeah, and if you look at where they stand, you'll notice they've been pretty respectable in that department so far this season. 5th in the National League. When your team ERA is that low, it definitely takes the pressure off the offense a little bit. More importantly, it gives you a chance to win every single night.
Denard Span is in with 2 away as he takes a ball, 1-0.
Well on his way to another good inning right here, and you see the pitch count. It's not even close to being a factor just yet.
Grounded up the first baseline, but a foul ball, 1-1. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. A little behind on that swing, and now he'll try to shorten up maybe and protect the plate. The 1-2 pitch. Just inside, not by much. It's 2-2.
Boy, that's a good take there. I don't think I could have laid off that one.
2 out, nobody on. 2-2 pitch is a fastball high, so it runs full, 3-2.
Yeah, and that's not the pitch you want to throw on 2-2. I mean, that was so high, he didn't even have to think about swinging at it.
On the ground to third. On it goes right through him into left field.
Oh, my goodness, this guy is really starting to heat up now. That's 8 straight games with a base hit. He's been fun to watch.
Connor Gillespie stands in. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Low with a fastball here in the dirt even. It's ball 1. Runners off for second. Pitch is a called strike. The throw. It skips in and he's safe. Close play, but he's in there.
And when you're still searching for your first extra base hit of the game, this will work as a nice substitute. He's into second with the old single and a stolen base routine.
Runner in scoring position at second with 2 down. Down low, 2 balls and a strike. Well, we'll give you a look there at the graphic. He's into double digits now with his 10th swipe of the year. Oh, he breaks out the hook there. Good for strike 2.
Yeah, and it seems like he kind of got away from that pitch here in the last few innings. You got to think about bringing that one right back.
This is hit the other way out toward left field. And he'll get there in plenty of time to put this one away, and that ends the inning. A golden opportunity to get on the board here goes for naught. More from the show, Saturday Baseball, following this message and a word from our local stations. David Ross will get settled in here as the Cubs look to get it going in their half of the 6th.
Absolutely nothing going on in this game so far, so we'll see if the leadoff man can get something going.
Good swing, just got to try and straighten that one out. Swing and a liner. Foul. Now the 0-2 pitch. And now a curveball as he's got to lean out of the way. That one nearly got him.
You got to be careful with that inside location on 0-2. The last thing you want to do is hit him.
And a check swing here, but the bat clearly breaks the plane as he's set down for the first out.
We get a look there at his pitches by inning. He's at 81.